In the marvelous, semicircular-shaped hall, the black-robed child's small white hand pointed at the center of the ground. Suddenly, a chee-chee sound rang, and the metallic floor suddenly split open, revealing a tunnel. "Come with me." The black-robed child walked in front while Luo Feng followed behind. "He wants me to go pay my respects to what master?" "The master that died 50,000 years ago?" Luo Feng was filled with confusion. But one thing was clear. With what the archaeological ruin has displayed so far, a broken bar, it really wouldn't take any special trick to kill him. So Luo Feng could only forcefully suppress his curiosity and follow one step at a time. At the end of the tunnel, the black-robed child leaped down, while Luo Feng also leaped after him. The depth of the passage was around 30 meters. When the black-robed child and Luo Feng landed on the ground below, the dark hall lit up. With a glance, Luo Feng saw a broken bar, that this dark hall was empty. The walls formed an octagonal shape, but there was nothing inside the hall. "Open." The black-robed child pointed towards the ground. Crack tilde. The ground slightly shook and slowly started to split open. Master's corpse was placed in an extremely secure location. "You'll have to wait a bit to see it." The black-robed child looked towards Luo Feng. His blood-red pupils caused one to freeze. "Luo Feng, you must be full of confusion now, right?" "Yes." Luo Feng didn't deny it. "Let me introduce myself. I'm BABATA. You can call me Demon BABATA." Of course, this is how it sounds when translated into Earth's Chinese language. It should be called XXXX in the common language of the universe. Even though Luo Feng heard what the black-robed child said, he couldn't understand him at all. Luo Feng froze. "Demon BABATA? The word demon here is a title I gave to myself," continued the black-robed child. "In essence, I'm an eye." "Eye?" Luo Feng was confused. "An eye like the bald crystal person in archaeological ruin number 9. However, eyes have different levels. Your simple logic programs on Earth have no right to be called an eye. To be able to be called a broken bar, it cannot be inferior to a human in critical thinking. Like the eye in archaeological ruin number 9. Only that can be called a true eye," said the black-robed child. "As for me, broken bar, even though I'm an eye at my core, after following master for countless years, I have already surpassed an eye. I can be called a living eye. I'm a life form like you humans, and animals, plants, etc." The tone of the black-robed child was a bit excited. "I also have various emotions like joy, anger, sadness, etc. And I also have the ability to train myself. And back then, my master prepared a body for me. With that body, I let the name Demon BABATA spread across many galaxies in the vast universe." A bit of pride was on the black-robed child's face. Luo Feng was secretly shocked as he heard this. Joy, anger, and sadness, the ability to train? How is this an eye system at all? It indeed has the right to be called living eye. According to what he said, there are 4 levels. Logic programs eye comparable to the logic of a real human eye with emotions living eye. In the battle that involved countless galaxies and destroyed countless things in its wake, my body was destroyed and I once again returned to the virtual existence of an eye, said the black-robed child with a bit of sadness. "I can still go back to being a virtual eye, but master, a broken bar." He turned his head to the slowly appearing crystal coffin. A transparent crystal coffin slowly floated up from the ground. Luo Feng also looked carefully. The crystal coffin was 6 meters long, 4 meters wide, and 2 meters tall. The completely transparent crystal coffin emanated horrifyingly cold air. Luo Feng, who was wearing his black god set and was a spirit reader at the Star Traveler 1 stage, couldn't help but to shiver. It was too cold. With temperatures this low, this crystal coffin probably wasn't made out of crystal. But Luo Feng didn't know what material this was either, so he'll call it the crystal coffin for now. Inside the crystal coffin lay a corpse. This corpse was around 3 meters long and had 2 flexible antennae on its forehead. Other than its large body and its antennae, it looked exactly like a human on Earth. It wore a black robe that was shining dimly. Its long hair was spread out as it silently lay in the crystal coffin, as if it was asleep. Its face was extremely handsome, and it's too narrow, long eyes were quite feminine. A broken bar even though it's just a corpse now, it had a peculiar beauty to it that could shake one's spirit. Master. The black-robed child held onto the crystal coffin, his tiny white hands grasped tightly while he had a fierce expression on. Pa. 2 tears dropped. Living eyes can even cry? Luo Feng was a bit shocked. Kneel down. The black-robed child furiously turned his head towards Luo Feng. Luo Feng froze. I told you to kneel down, because you are a member of Yunmo planet. And my master a broken bar is the master of Yunmo planet. You should be kneeling down, roared the black-robed child. A bit of insanity could be seen in his eyes. However, soon after, the black-robed child closed his eyes and then opened them again. He calmed down quite a bit as he laughed bitterly. I haven't talked to anyone for 50,000 years, so my emotions are kinda in disarray. Without joy, anger, or sadness, I would just be a simple I. 50,000 years of solitude wouldn't be much. But after developing emotions, 50,000 years was grueling to endure. Really a broken bar. My temper was quite good in the past. Luo Feng didn't know whether to laugh or to cry. Babata, you said this corpse is the master of Yunmo planet. Could he be Hu Yanbo? Luo Feng was a bit nervous. Yes, when translated into Earth's Chinese language, it could be translated into Hu Yanbo. The black-robed child's emotions seemed to gradually relax. Hu Yanbo a broken bar Yunmo planet's master Hu Yanbo. Luo Feng took in a deep breath. Just because of the inheritance I received from him, I should pay my respects. Luo Feng directly kneeled down and tapped his head on the ground 3 times consecutively. To this person called Hu Yanbo a broken bar even though Luo Feng has never seen him before. Ever since he started practicing he has always praised Senior. To be able to create so many spiritual weapons, how amazing must he be? And the soaring shuttle is just one of those weapons. Since he uses the soaring shuttle and is practicing he should pay his respects to this Senior. The source of this content is novelnext.com. Luo Feng. The black-robed child looked towards Luo Feng. Let me ask you. Are you willing to become a student of my master and become the future master of Yunmo planet? Of course a broken bar Yunmo planet has already been destroyed. This power has already been eradicated. Become his student? Luo Feng froze. Becoming a student of a dead person? Could it be broken bar that this super powerful master of Yunmo planet has some sort of treasure to be inherited? When the black-robed child Babata saw Luo Feng hesitate, he started to get a bit nervous since this was the first suitable person he encountered in 50,000 years. He quickly said, Luo Feng, my master Hu Yanbo a broken bar is an eternal existence. In the roughly 6,000 eras he was alive, he ventured across the universe and became one of the truly powerful fighters in the universe. Around 6,000 eras? Followed Luo Feng. 1 era is equivalent to Earth's a broken bar 10,081 years, said Babata. Senior Hu Yanbo was alive for around 60 million years. Luo Feng stared at Babata. Babata widened his eyes and said with anger, Master was an undying existence, an eternal existence. If it wasn't for the final battle a broken bar master could live on forever. In the vast universe, there are many who have lived over 100 million years. There are even some undying existences who have existed longer than the Earth has. Luo Feng blinked twice. The time of Earth's existence, the time of some powerful fighter's existence. Luo Feng, using a phrase from your Earth, you're a frog in a well. Babata's face was filled with anger. However, his tiny white face seemed to be quite cute. You have been to archaeological ruin number 9. But that so-called archaeological ruin number 9 is just one of the large amounts of monitoring bases under Yunmo planet, and it has very, very little information. Today, I'll teach you a lesson and let you understand the wonders and vastness of the universe. Babata raised his tiny head. According to what you Earthlings say, The galaxy you reside in is called the Milky Way. But do you know a broken bar? How many galaxies there are in the vast universe? A broken bar. Luo Feng remembered learning in school that Earth has discovered over 10 billion galaxies. The universe is indeed vast and limitless. A galaxy is already super gigantic, and 10 billion galaxies is an astronomical number. And this is only the portion that humanity has discovered. A few dozen billion galaxies? Luo Feng was a bit hesitant and gave a rough number without any confidence. BABATA frowned and then said, I guess it's good enough for you to give such an answer. There are a countless number of life forms in the countless amount of species growing in the universe. Out of those species, humans are one of the most powerful races in the universe. When I'm talking about humans, I'm not talking about what you know on Earth, like in the little games on your planet. Orcs, elves, etc. are mentioned. Those all count as a branch of the human race. Luo Feng could only listen carefully. The Milky Way galaxy in which your Earth resides in has a total of around 200 billion stars. The amount of planets are so high that it's shocking. However, out of the countless planets, only about 210,000 of them have large amounts of people living on them, said BABATA. The Milky Way galaxy, Beta Galaxy, etc. These neighboring 8 large galaxies form the Silver Blue Empire, a low-level civilized nation in the universe. 8 galaxies, 1 empire? Luo Feng was in disbelief. And also, you said that there are around 210,000 planets with large amounts of life on them in the Milky Way galaxy? Holy! And Earth hasn't even discovered a single one so far. Startling. Even though the Silver Blue Empire is a low-level nation, it's still a low-level civilized nation in the universe. Their civilization greatly surpasses yours. Even if they send a fleet of starships to the space surrounding your Earth, you probably wouldn't even be able to discover them, said BABATA with disdain. Normally, if a galaxy as large as the Milky Way galaxy develops normally a broken bar, one universe-level fighter will be born. Of course, with the guidance from a powerful teacher, efficiency could be higher. However, my guess is that in the 8 large galaxies under the control of the Silver Blue Empire, it would be pretty good for the number of universe-level fighters to surpass 10. Of course, a low-level civilized national broken bar. A broken bar is like an ant in front of my master, spoke BABATA non-stop.